Welcome back to Morning Offering. Pat Odie Murray here, along with Ron Finn and Dave Vacheris. What's next on our agenda?
It's our favorite part of the week. It is Wednesday. This is the time we get to spend a little bit of time with the one, the only Dr. Ray Guarendi on a little segment we call Life is Too Important to Take Too Seriously. Good morning, Dr. Ray.
Hey, Dr. Ray.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Using that word loosely, but okay.
Yeah, well, you should.
I am I'm a little nervous. I went to one of those marriage conferences this past weekend, and I went with some of my relatives, and a priest was there. I went with my Uncle Giuseppe.
Uncle Giuseppe.
And Giuseppe's a crusty old Italian guy, but I repeat myself. And they asked him, the priest said, Giuseppe, how long have you been married? 48 years. Priest said, Giuseppe, that's pretty impressive. Can you tell these young men here how to make a marriage last 48 years? Well, you got to be nice. You got to do good things. You always remember the good special days. For our 25th anniversary, I take her to Italy. The priest said, Giuseppe, that's thoughtful. That's beautiful. You got 2 more years. You got 50. How you going to top that? Well, from my 50, I'm going to go get her and bring her back.
Yes.
I never did well at those marriage conferences. I was at one, and I was trying to impress people. They figured the shrink's there. He's got this open, wonderful, transparent relationship with his wife. Okay, fine. So the lady who's the facilitator says, gentlemen, you got to know the little things about your wife. That's what makes a marriage solid. Little things. Ray, how long have you been married? 17 happy years. I've been married 40, but 17 happy years.
Oh,
my wife said, oh, you got 17. But anyway, the lady says, gentlemen, what is your wife's favorite flower? I thought, this is cake. This is a piece of cake. I don't want to show off in front of these guys, but I probably would. So I took her hand. And, you got to be affectionate there. And I said, I think it's Pillsbury, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Things went kind of downhill after that.
I was impressed for a minute that you knew your wife's favorite flower.
Maybe it wasn't Pillsbury. Maybe that's where I got in trouble. Maybe it's gold medal. I didn't know. Ooh. Yeah, she's always been upset at me because I accuse her of not being a good cook, and she says, "Oh, come on, Ray, why do you say that?" And I say, "Well, at our house, we pray after we eat." Well, it's always good to be with you, gentlemen. Anything else you want me to comment on the solidity of marriages?
No, but please do this for us, Dr. Ray. We love you, but please let Randy know we're praying for her. Randy, the beautiful wife of Dr. Ray Guarendi. Dr. Ray, thank you for joining us each and every Wednesday here on Morning Offering for a little something we call Life is Too Important to Take Too Seriously. We'll be right back. Thanks, Dr. Ray.
I'll see you.